Hello there, and welcome to my review of the Lynch Northwest All Access Pass version 1.0. The All Access Pass is made in the USA and is made completely of titanium. This version is the pink anodized Blade HQ exclusive Dagger donut version, which has been really fun to carry and clashes beautifully when you're carrying an overly serious, kind of more scary, quote-unquote, looking knife. The pocket clip on the All Access Pass works wonderfully and is inset into the Prybar, and it also has the capability of having a lanyard and a really well thought out and designed bottle opener. The overall length on the All Access Pass is 4 inches and 4.09 when including the extra length that comes from the pocket clip. The stock has a width of 0.15 inches, which means that compared to some of your own EDC knives, this actually may be thinner than that stock on your blade. And then it has a maximum width when including the pocket clip of 0.38 inches. The wedge is 0.4 inches in length, meaning that it's not the longest of pry bars, but it'll definitely do for many of your everyday prying needs. And then it has a maximum depth of 0.87 inches. Then finally, for the measurements, you're going to have a weight of 0.06 ounces, which means that this thing is really light, really easy to carry, especially just when you're throwing it in your back pocket. Barely noticeable and really nice to have when you're just in the need of a pry. Before we get on to my thoughts, I just want to include some size comparisons with the Civivi Elementum and then the Spyderco Delica 4. Okay, so if you get an anodized version of this, do expect that, especially the ano, work on the main part of the pry. If you have your whole pry bar anodized, and especially the pocket clip, are going to kind of snail trail and rub off, and it's gonna show some wear pretty quickly. I haven't had this for more than probably about 2 months, and it's already starting to show some kind of quite a bit of wear, especially on this clip and on the prying section. So yeah. I've had one other EDC pry bar, which I can't remember the name of right now, and personally, it worried me a little bit when carrying because the actual wedge or prying section of the bar was kind of sharp on the edges, and while that does mean that you're going to have a little bit of a thinner thing, this still gets plenty thin at kind of the teeth or edge, I guess, and it's not going to kind of mess up my jeans. This whole bar is really nicely rounded off. Nothing really has a hot spot when you're kind of holding it like a tactical bottle opener. It's really nice to hold. You're going to get plenty of leverage for most of your everyday needs, and it works really wonderfully. I have a co-worker at work who thought that I wasn't going to be able to do anything with this, and I was definitely able to do much more than he thought, and I've had him come over and actually ask me for this on a couple of separate occasions, and it's worked really well for him as well. The first month that I've carried this, I actually had it exclusively in my work bag. I carry 2 little pouches which go in my backpack, and most of my kind of hand tools are put into that. And so it didn't get a whole lot of use there. Kind of just rattled around, stayed in there until I really needed to. But in the last probably month or so, month and a half, I've been carrying it mainly in my pocket, mainly my back pocket, either side, depending on if I have an extra knife. And it's been really nice. It's worked really well. I've used it outside of work, but definitely the hardest when I'm at work. And yeah, it's been really nice to have. The weight versus utility of it is really nice, and it makes sure that if I'm carrying something that's very thin, like this Delica, I don't have to worry about doing something with this that I wouldn't want to. Usually, I don't use my knives as a pry bar or a screwdriver, etc. That's why I'd carry a Leatherman or something else. But this is definitely provided utility. Before this, I was using the kind of flat screwdriver on my Leatherman as a pry bar, but this is definitely much better at that and barely really takes up any space. Overall, I really like the All Access Pass, and even though it's $135, which is definitely getting up there for how much I would like to spend on something like this, it's basically just a chunk of titanium with some milling on it and a pocket clip. It has worked really well. It's really nice, and Lynch Northwest is a great company. So yeah, I definitely full-heartedly recommend this product. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this review, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you own an All Access Pass of any version, please comment down below what you think. Thanks.